Direct from the beautiful Inland Blue Studios, this is the Nerdlife Crisis podcast with your hosts, Chris Thayer, Steve Hale, and Ron Milts.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to the Nerdlife Crisis podcast. Here with your host today,
Chris there.
Steve Hale.
And I'm Ron Milts. All right, guys, so we're back again. It's like we are like the gift that keeps on giving, you know? It's like one of those gift of the magi. I don't know. I got nothing for this, but I'm really excited.
Herpes?
Yeah, it's like herpes.
Right.
Something you can share with your friend forever. So we got lots to talk about on this episode, and it's been a while since we've talked, so there's been a lot of things that have premiered and or ended, but we got to start with Walking Dead. So we are a show that loves The Walking Dead here, and we haven't talked since the season finale. So let's start with that. Opening thoughts. Anyone have anything they want to start with here?
I am fucking sick of the up-ups, dude. They have got to go.
I am Negan.
Yes.
I would be a savior.
You think so?
Yeah.
I fucking love...
I'd fall right in line with that crap.
What's
dude.
his face with the mullet? Why can't I think of his name right now?
Eugene.
Yeah.
Eugene, when he's like, we're all here. I'm Negan.
Chief Science Officer, AKA also Negan. Yeah. What a fucking goddamn coward.
That
fucking guy. No, he absolutely is. He is.
I think he is too.
He is an absolute coward. And he even said it.
Yeah.
And
Wish I was as brave as Abraham. So,
but he's not.
no.
You know.
Which is a little bit.
But that's real, and it's one of the things I always love about The Walking Dead, which other people fucking hate because they've got tiny reptilian brains and they don't understand fucking character development and shit.
Right.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Right?
Is like these characters, they've really developed these characters.
Absolutely.
And I mean, yeah, like he said, man, like not everybody is gonna be Abraham and Rick and Daryl. You know,
Right.
You're gonna have those people who are weak, who've made it somehow, some way.
Right.
But that's fucking real because that's the way the world really fucking is.
And you know what? And here's the thing. I still think Eugene gets a redemption here next season.
I don't think so.
No,
but
I think he's gone.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he gets a redemption. I think that he's given an opportunity and he will somehow redeem himself. Because you don't take...
I think if he does, he'll die in the process, though.
Maybe not. I mean, it's one of those things where he's given a choice and he embraced the choice, you know?
He'll stab somebody. That'll be about the extent of his redemption.
I just think there's
Or
plans
shoot
for him
someone.
more long term, and I think that he's going to be
In the books
around.
there are.
Dr.
But-
Eugene Porter.
Yeah, but he's no different in the books than he is in fucking...
He's not as big a coward in the books.
I beg to differ. I think he's always been that big of a coward, and they're just embracing it even more. They just, when you stretch out the storylines, like, you got to accentuate certain character traits, and so that's the one they chose to accentuate. So, so we basically finally got our showdown that we should have had 8 episodes ago.
I told you guys they were going to stretch
They
this
really
shit
I
out
said it
for a
originally,
season.
and I thought they were going to race to
Hell
it, and they
no,
slowed
man.
that shit back.
Definitely had a
I
slow roll.
still think that they're gonna keep stretching this storyline out, man.
Nah, you got to finish.
Oh, they got a hard on for Negan and so do the rest of us.
Well, I don't think Negan's
Spoiler
going
alert:
anywhere.
Negan's not going anywhere.
No.
Right.
Which I think is going to be even harder at the end of next season when we get there and they don't kill him off. People are going to be like livid. But
I can't wait
the
till the
up-up.
non-readers figure that shit out.
Let's talk about the up people real quick because I think they're
The
setting
dirty,
those...
filthy trash people. You made a deal with the dirty trash people?
First off, you made a deal with the dirty trash people. You let them in your house, and then you heavily armed them, and then were very surprised when they did not go
But
along
hey,
with the
dude,
plan.
Is our man fucking Carl a fucking savage or
Hell
what?
yes.
I mean, he just was fucking went out blasted on their asses.
Michonne
dude.
got fucked up.
Holy, well, Michonne, for those who did not read the comic, what happened to Michonne in this episode, that's actually what the governor did to her,
Right.
along with raping her, I believe.
That was Andrea's, though, because if you remember, Andrea was in the clock tower when that all went down.
Yeah.
And they gave that to her as well, but she
Right.
got their shit beat out of her. Although, in the books... Okay, so just from the a standpoint of Michonne is a very dark-skinned African-American lady, in the books, they do a wide shot of somebody falling out of the tower, and you're like, oh, no, you think it's Andrea because you just see a Caucasian person falling out of the tower. I was like, the minute they set her up with a Caucasian woman, I'm like, how are they going to pull that off?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because you just heard it in the distance
Right.
as opposed to see it. So it didn't hold as much weight as the one did in the book, where it was like you saw the.
We
person
knew it
fall.
wasn't her.
Yeah, but if they would have just had the frame of mind to set up another African American
Right.
up person with
Right.
her, they could have still done the same thing.
Right.
So
Fucking dirty trash people.
I am completely convinced they are setting those people to be
The Whisperers?
the Whisperers.
God
Yeah.
damn it, I hate those people.
Because they're going to be gone, I think. They're going to disappear, the up people. We're not going to see them again until like season 11.
Yeah.
And they'll have a big time jump, and it will have been...
I gotta admit, man, there was finally a scene that kind of made me uncomfortable in this show after all these seasons.
Really? Which one?
It was actually so weird, man. When the dirty trash people came to Alexandria in their trash trucks and bicycles, and they started unloading out of that trash truck like it was a bus. Like, that just weirded me out, because it's a trash compactor. I don't like to stick my hand in the fucking garbage disposal.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I see people coming out of like essentially like a trash compactor like that, I was like, that just seems really dangerous.
Did you have that moment that I did too, where you were like, I wouldn't want to ride back there because the
No.
dude up front hits a bump and knocks the lever.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm fucking compacted in the back. You
Yeah,
know?
I didn't like. I just weirded
Didn't
me out,
even-
dude. I was
didn't
like,
even
wow.
occur to me.
It totally occurred. As soon as I saw it, I was like, why the fuck would you get in that?
Right.
Well, why would
No
they use
fuck-
that for transportation?
I mean, can you find a vehicle that uses more goddamn
Right?
gasoline than
That's
that?
what I'm saying.
Like, fuck.
I mean, I know it's like
That's
a
why you had
tank.
to have those assholes on the bicycles, I guess. I don't know.
I think we've given up on the concept of gasoline being scarce at this point.
No,
season
gasoline.
has just thrown that out
Gasoline
the
lives
window.
forever in this world, and that's
Yes. And there's also with the fucking like let's drive this one cantaloupe
Right.
in the back of the gas guzzling truck. You know, not
Yeah.
that running the goddamn generators would be important at this
And
point.
I'll tell you what, man, Daryl got a hold of some fucking hardware there at the
a
end.
little bit.
Fucking shit,
Little
dude.
bit.
Yeah.
Like-
I was like, that's a pretty good fucking.
Yeah, but we still okay. Jesus Christ! Like you get annoyed with the pointy stick thing, right? With the
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah.
I get annoyed with nobody on that goddamn show understand the concept of cover. Like
Right.
every like
Yeah.
like when when the people from the kingdom came running and they're like, Alexandria shall not fall today. I was like,
Dude, when he said that, I was like, I was in the hospital when I was watching this. I just literally went. So what
Galaxy
kind
Quest
of
or what?
18 bullshit was that, dude?
but it was like, but literally they come running around the corner and he's like, get to them. And they all run past him. And I'm all, you have guns. Just shoot from behind the fucking tree.
I have to admit,
Don't
dude,
tell them you're there.
dude, when they're hightailing it out, man, they're fucking unloading on the fucking truck, and Negan's still giving him
Oh,
the
that was
finger on the
great.
way out.
That was
Man.
Now, I think the most brilliant moment was they bring the tiger, and it was badass when he jumped in, but it's like, that's a fucking smart tiger. To only go after the one guy,
Yeah.
not the three people sitting next to him.
Oh, that would have been hilarious if it attacked Carl. You're
Right?
like, oh no, I'm so
Wrong one,
sorry.
wrong one.
Sorry, Tiger.
Wrong one. Oopsie.
You gotta admit, that's some pretty stupid shit.
They did that in the comic books though too.
It's so dumb.
But also, none of the other thing that was like in the comic books, they were not inside Alexandria when that happened.
Right.
Like they were at the gates.
Yeah.
And they were basically, they tried to assassinate the governor on the way out, and then like it turned into a firefight as opposed to the way it happened on the show. But then, so on top of the kingdom being, it shall not fall today, none shall pass.
Yeah.
Then you literally have the people from fucking Hilltop running out from another street.
Right.
And I'm like, there are fucking trees and houses and I look, I've been to the gun range many times, and I will tell you that if somebody had a gun and they were 100 yards away from me, running at them would not be my goal. Like that would not be my
Right,
goal, because
right.
people they're accurate when they shoot these things, and it's like, and everybody has semi-automatic weapons.
It was a little. That fight scene was a little not done well.
Not really.
Yeah. it
Not
was
logical.
Pretty bad. No.
It was definitely not logical.
Well, then I'm like, how the fuck did you guys get in here?
Yeah, they just snuck the shit.
Did
like,
you just climb over these fucking big ass walls and nobody fucking noticed?
Well, and there was also one of those things where The Walking Dead has a tendency that Alexandria is there's as many people in Alexandria as the script calls for on that day.
I gotta tell you, man, there can't be many people fucking left in that motherfucker, dude. They have damn near killed everybody.
When they had the meeting in the town hall after Negan took over, there couldn't have been 30 people in the room, and there was at least 20 people that died. Like,
right.
And I'm doing the count, where I'm all, who is this guy? I've never seen this extra before in my life.
This
Yeah.
dead one.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, be consistent.
They kill off the ones that nobody's ever seen. Well, of course. The fucker didn't ever show up to meetings. He's got to die. Get involved.
He didn't get the plan of running at the bullets.
Right.
As opposed
I
to
gotta
getting
tell you,
covered.
man, I've been praising fucking Andrew Lincoln for
fucking great.
ever, right?
Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
great.
I gotta tell you, man, fucking what's his name who plays Negan? Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
Fucking dude. To me, I'm like, this guy wins.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I fucking love how he has brought Negan from the pages of the book onto the show.
Well,
dude.
and I can't
Fuck,
not hear
man.
his voice now. Hey, Rick.
Right.
It's like every time he's like, you must think I'm somebody else.
Oh
you know?
man, when he catches fucking rapey Dave,
Oh my lord, that was great.
you know, and he's laying down the rules.
That was
you
great.
know? Ah,
But it was like that episode. For me, the greatest moment when he's literally about to kill Carl,
yeah.
and Andrew Lincoln just watching him and like the fury in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, dude, that's like, how does this guy not get love from anybody as
Right.
far as acting goes? You know, as far as the Emmys or anything like that. I mean, I know why, because he's on a goddamn show about zombies. But it's like that moment, and he's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
Like, but it not even quiet like that. He was like just tears, but
Yeah.
fucking rage, like tears and rage. It was so.
It went back to the fucking the night on the road,
Right.
Right.
you know.
That Rick showed back up. You're
Yeah.
like, and you know, and that's like some people complain that like, oh, Rick vacillates, and I'm like, dude, people are complicated.
Fuck right.
And it's like some days you've had enough, and some days you're like, look, guys, we're gonna all die if we try to fight back.
And
you
he
know?
does that in the comic.
He does.
He goes from being thrust into being a leader to not wanting to be the leader to having a breakdown to being a leader again. You know, I mean, like he went back and forth, and that's real life, man. And I hate it that people fucking they don't get it. All they want to see are zombies. And it's like, listen, man, you're gonna fucking get that too. But if it's just that every episode,
You'd be done with the show already.
yeah, I wouldn't have
Right.
made it as fucking long as it did, man.
It's sort of like every season you get a different flavor.
yeah.
You know, and it's like season 1, you were in the city, you know, and I think people were like that, but that was expensive to shoot, you know,
Very expensive.
and it's like they couldn't have done that forever. You know?
Oh, those first 5 episodes were like, they spent as much as on those first 5
as the
episodes
farm season.
as like movies and
Yeah.
shit, dude. They spent a lot of money on those.
But then
man.
you get to like the second season and it's quieter and more intimate, you know, and you're just like it was like a lot of fun character development. And then third season you're in the prison in Woodbury, and it's like every season has a slightly different feel to it, you know. And
Yeah.
this season, I mean, this season has not been their best season. I'll just say that there were some episodes that I'm all, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. This is my favorite season.
I liked it.
look.
I think it's all about
I
Jeffrey
think when
Dean
you
Morgan,
go back
man.
and rewatch it, it'll be like season 4, like the first half of season 4 at the prison when everyone's dying for pig swine. Like if you
Oh,
go back,
see
and
that one was the worst for
yeah,
me.
but it's
this-
not rewatchable because you're like, this is all fucking painful, you know, to watch.
Right.
This season had episodes where I'm like, I don't care about the up people in this episode. I don't want to watch.
Well,
this
that one
again.
gave us a really cool zombie.
It did, but
Now, we forgot to mention one thing. The only time in the entire run of the show where I actually liked Sasha was when she went out. I mean, going out like a boss. That shit was badass.
I like Sasha. Sasha was
I
one of
freaking
my
hated
favorite
her.
characters. So.
She bugs the shit out
I
of me.
like the character. I never had a problem
Almost
with her.
as bad
I knew
as
that she was
Rosita.
going. I knew that she was going to be gone.
Well, yeah, because she's gonna be on Star Trek. Like there was no suspense in that. I mean, the way
Right.
she went was kind of dope.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
She's going to be on Trek.
the new Star Trek,
She's the captain.
She's the star. No, she's not the captain. It's
you
not.
sure?
She's not the captain. She's like an ensign or something.
Really?
It's about the new Star Trek Discovery. It takes like the main character is her, and she's like an ensign on the ship. So the captain's not the main character.
Fuck, dude.
Oh.
This one's fucking totally flown by me. I
It's
didn't
not-
even know they were making a new show.
Yeah, it's not out yet. It doesn't. It's
Well,
been delayed
obviously
again.
it's not
I thought
out,
it was
but-
a web show.
No, well, it's going to be on CBS All Access. So,
Oh, wow.
So web show.
Okay, that's
well,
cool.
I mean, it's like Netflix. They're
what I'm
CBS
saying.
is trying to do their own thing like that. So,
Huh.
but yeah, man, like but now, don't you think Eugene is kind of screwed? Like Governor knows, or not Governor, Negan knows. Negan knows that like something was up with that. Like, how did she die? You know, and he's
Right.
like, I believe she suffocated. You know, it's
Yeah.
like he's like maybe yeah, maybe no. You know, so
Right.
but yeah, and then we finally got our turncoat. Finally got that all taken care of. You know, everything's set up. I think next season's going to be spectacular. I think we're going to get some really fun episodes
You got
next
some
season.
more. Some definite war.
And we're going to lose a lot of people next year.
Yeah.
Like they're set. They have to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Carol survives next season.
No, I've been saying I think the character has run its course.
Yeah.
I think they're keeping her on to lead to a really big climactic death scene.
Yeah.
It can't just be some. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
When Carol goes, it's going to be big.
Well, and then I don't think.
Because that's going to be a lot of people on social media are going to have a lot
She
of.
spent the entire season like pissing and moaning. Like, this is my problem with Daryl and why I thought they could have killed Daryl off. Because he did jack shit nothing for a season and a half.
He is going
could
to
have
be
gone.
He is going to become their avenging angel now, though, man.
I see
mean,
that. I
is-
see that.
And he gave us the best episode of the season, which was the fucking the song, the episode of him locked up.
Right.
So,
Ha, right?
dude.
You know.
Oh my
between-
God. WonderCon, Steve. So a guy was walking around in a Ghostbusters outfit, you know, where they normally would play There's Something Strange,
Yeah.
playing that song.
Oh, shit.
As he walked around.
As he walked around. And I was literally signing something, and I'm all... like, that song touches me in an evil way
Right?
now, you know?
Nah, I think Daryl, man, this next season he is gonna be killing some motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, I'd agree with
mean,
that.
big time. And they set it up like you know he feels responsible, and he is for the death of his friend,
For Glenn, yeah.
and what they did to him, you know, while in captivity. Yeah, man, he's gonna kill them. Him and Morgan, they're gonna kill a lot of them.
Yeah, I don't think Morgan survives the season.
I don't think
Morgan's
Morgan is
gone.
either. No,
Like,
I think Morgan's run his course as well.
well, I would disagree with that. I still think Morgan's one of the strongest characters on the show. Like, he's one of the ones...
He's one of the strongest actors for
but,
sure.
Well, but he's also, like, we're down to 4 from season 1.
Yeah.
We're down to... And Morgan wasn't even a regular, but you're basically down to, you know, Rick. You're down to Carl. You're down to Carol.
And Daryl.
Yeah, and Daryl. Sorry, 5. And Morgan. So...
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're down to from season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, that Hispanic family is going to show up at some point, though. And
I
they're-
can't wait,
I
dude.
can't wait. They're like, we have made it.
We've been
They're
driving
gonna
around
show
this
up on
motherfucker.
Fear the Walking Mexican.
But yeah, man. But a good way to wrap up the season, though. Like, I was happy with the end.
Now
of the
is Fear
season.
back?
Not yet. It starts in a few weeks.
I
so
won't know because I'm not watching it, but
I'm
I know
not
you
watching
are.
it.
I'll watch it.
I'm out.
Look, I'll give it another shot because I like zombie shows.
I didn't even like the webisodes that they did this.
Oh,
that
no.
they did. Actually, they lost me on the plane one.
Right.
That one was not very good.
Not really, man.
It was a great concept that they did a terrible job with.
These ones have been really bad too, man. Like I just didn't fucking care. I'm like, man.
I still find it hard to believe that it's put together by the same people. Like, it amazes me that
Yeah.
that it's like the same. It cannot be the same writing room that came up with those plots. So
Oh my God! So at
well, did they make them
WonderCon,
shorter too? They seem shorter to me.
what, Fear?
No, sorry, I'm talking about the webisodes.
Webisodes.
Yes, the
Yeah.
webisodes were shorter for
Yeah.
sure.
so we're at WonderCon, and we have our little spiel that we do for Grace, where we talk about how she kills the unredeemables, the rapists, the murderers, the writers for Arrow. You know, it's a joke. It works every time. And we literally had a guy who was a writer for Arrow come up to the table. Like, not his friends. The guy worked on the fucking show as a writer.
That's awesome.
And he was like, "Yep."
That was brilliant. That was a really nice moment. And the funny thing is, we talked to him on the side, and we sent him over and had Darian give the speech,
Yeah.
not knowing he was a writer for Arrow.
Yeah, he bought the kids' books for his daughter, and then we was like, "Oh, what's this other book?" And we're like, "Oh," we were telling him, they're like,
Like, oh, you got to go have her do the pitch. So we threw under the bus. was kind of nice.
So, but yeah, man, I thought like back to Walking Dead. I thought this season wrapped up nicely. Like I enjoyed the last episode quite a bit. You know,
Yeah.
I was surprised. I was really surprised by the turn of events with the Up people in that I didn't expect them to go the direction they went with Negan. Like I
Right.
just expected the Alexandra people and all to show up and save the day, essentially. in
Right.
a firefight.
Now I've missed twice. What did they get 10 of?
No clue.
I was like, what did they say right there? What did I miss?
It was like 12, no 10. And I don't recall what it was they were bartering
Yeah.
over. No. Did you get it, Chris?
I don't know.
No clue.
I hope they kill her and her haircut.
If you're right about the Whispers, she's not going anywhere. She'll be the leader of the Whispers.
I think she's perfectly set up as Alpha. And I think the guy that was with her should be Beta. He's a big, bald dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
makes
isn't that
sense.
the one that they cut his head off?
They cut her head off.
Oh, okay.
Beta actually survives, like, once we got to the end of the Whisperer War.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But, like, Alexandria doesn't survive.
No.
Or, like they fucking, like, a zombie horde.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they, like tens of thousands of zombies. Like, so much so that the walls come down. So,
oh, wow.
But, did you just read this last issue
Which one?
of the trades? Or of the individuals?
I don't know. I think so.
So basically, like, the Whisper War comes to an end, and like, you know, more shit. It's Walking Dead.
Talking about Negan and
Talking about Andrea,
oh yeah.
dude. So I think they're gonna kill Andrea off finally in the
Yeah.
comic books after
Yeah.
165 issues.
It looks
Oh, no
like
shit.
she's bitten.
She looks like she just got bit on the neck, dude.
Oh, wow.
Question is it a bite or is it Eugene
Like,
bumped into her?
Maybe, I don't know, but it was like this great because the whole book was like Negan. Like Negan goes out and they're trying to clear zombies, Steve, and he's like he's like laughing like only Negan. He's like, "This is great! I fucking love the apocalypse!" And then all of a sudden he gets surrounded, and Rick like pulls him back in. He goes, "Holy shit! I almost got bit." He's all, at this point, what kind of asshole gets bit? You know, this
Right.
far in, you know. And it's like a great Negan joke, and then you get to the end of the issue, and fucking Andrea got bit, and you're like, "Holy fuck you, Kirkman, and
Right.
your good writing again,
Right.
damn it!" You know.
Isn't Kirkman doing something new now?
Outcast.
Well, they just sold the rights to their superhero book too.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear
To,
about that. What's the superhero book?
You've never read their superhero book?
No, what is it?
Oh, fuck.
Why can't I think of the name of it? I have it. I'll loan it to you. It's it's not super. It's something like a one-word title.
Superhumans or something like
yeah,
that.
it's just it's like they're more adult superhuman book. So it's good.
Oh, I'll check it out.
I mean, you can get the trades. The
Right.
trades are, that's what I have.
I
so.
need something because, man, everything is waiting for the next trade at this point.
Right.
Like, I just read Saga in like a day, and now it's like, you know, famine. There's nothing coming out. Another like
You have
month
to
or
watch
two,
fucking reruns of your iZombie show.
which is back, and is a lot of fun, dude.
Oof.
It's a lot of fun.
I'll watch reruns of Big Bang. Thank you.
We watched that too.
As opposed to what?
iZombie.
iZombie.
Dude, you couldn't get me to watch iZombie. You could.
Now, you watched the Supergirl Flash crossover, right?
I did.
The musical.
It's great.
Did you hear about this, Steve?
I heard about it. I did not watch it though.
You thought it was
It was
great?
funny because you fucking posted something that was like, we had I don't even think they were a listener. They couldn't have been. They
It wasn't
were,
a listener. It was like
some
some guy that
fat
just,
Facebook person was just like, well, now I'm gonna have to unlike this page or something.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
That's what
yeah,
I
that's why I was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like
Now, I will say this. I was pleasantly surprised not by the singing of the leads because we knew they were on the Glee. Yeah, big deal. The storyline, freaking stupid. But what I was impressed with were all the extra characters, like all the side players, had fucking amazing voices.
Yeah.
Like Malcolm Merlin. Who thought that guy could sing?
I mean,
Like, that guy's, holy shit.
I was surprised that what's his face,
Cisco.
yeah, could sing it all.
Holy shit.
Like this kid like opens his mouth and you're like, oh wow, like you're got a beautiful voice. And
Now, I will say this.
God, I'd
The
never listen to
songs
that crap.
were fucking terrible. Especially the Super Friends or whatever that bullshit was. Like, shoot me in the face. It was so awful. But there were a couple nice moments, especially when, you had people that you didn't expect to sing actually could fucking wail. That was cool for me. But otherwise, I was like, The first 10 minutes, I was like, what is this bullshit? And after, you get a little ways in, I'm like, all right, that was kind of cool. And then that Super Friends song, I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking horrible.
It was clever.
It was not clever.
I enjoy clever things.
It was so not clever.
You fucking lost me at Supergirl. Okay, fuck that shit, dude.
Look,
That's been fun. I'm actually enjoying this season.
Yeah.
I can't even bring myself to watch the Arrow or the Legends at this point.
Oh, I love Legends Tomorrow.
I can't
Such a good show.
do it.
It's like Silver Age fun, Steve. It's so great.
I'm hanging tight for fucking good shows like
Preacher? Did you watch The Preacher?
Second season of Preacher.
Did you watch the first season of Preacher yet? Dude,
Oh,
what did
so
you
badass.
think?
That was awesome, dude.
Now, how'd you feel halfway through that last episode?
You got to bring me back a little bit.
Okay,
more
so
than that.
when God
they
shows
talk
up
to
at the
God?
church,
Oh, okay, yeah.
were you going, okay, what the fuck is this?
I said, "Are you selling me your religion?" And I just walked away.
right.
That's why I said, "Fuck, I'm out."
We were watching that shit. I think we talked about this when it happened.
Oh my God, real quick. On that note, from the issue before or episode before, we didn't even talk about the fact that the Christian comics were across the way from
Oh, so he probably thought he was in a religious row.
But we're literally like telling the story about like Grace, she's like plotted to take out the real, the terrible people, the murderers, the rapists, and we're getting the pedophiles. And meanwhile,
You
they're
got
like
Jesus across the
they're
way.
like handing out free Jesus comics across the way from us. So they're like, Samson. Do you like stories of Samson?
Samson.
But anyways, go back. Sorry.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
No,
cut
you
me
were
off.
talking about what were we talking about?
Oh, the fucking preacher.
Yes.
Yeah, Preacher,
Yeah,
yes.
no, we looked at
Season
each
2,
other and
I'm
we're
looking
like,
forward
what is
to
this?
It,
Tell me, did you love the fight scene in the hotel room?
Oh, shit.
Where they kept respawning.
Yeah.
Like the first time I watched that, I was running at the gym and I'm laughing uncontrollably while I'm running. And the person next to me, I could see the person next to me look as people are like blood splatter everywhere. Like this little old lady's like, "What are you doing?"
And then
yeah.
we also have second season of Stranger Things to look forward to in
Right.
November.
Are you watching Into the Badlands?
No.
Fuck
Man,
that
I
show.
could not fucking get into that
I
show,
tried.
man.
Couldn't do it.
No, it's
Maybe if they
terrible.
were 15 years ago, I probably would have been able to. I think we
Terrible.
talked about this before. It just, I tried even in the hospital. I fucking fell asleep. I was like,
Right.
no, I'm out.
I had an episode on while I was working on some pages, and I'm like, what the hell am I watching here?
Yeah, doesn't do anything for me.
What is this?
It was
just bad.
the characters didn't do anything for me. So
Yeah, I didn't care about any of them.
there's nothing engaging to me about the story. Like I tried to watch Colony because people are like, "This
Now,
is
hey,
great."
did you guys see that King Kong movie, Skull Island?
I saw the first half of it. And
I heard
then
it was terrible.
It was fine.
Yeah,
It was not. There was nothing.
you
to write
like
home about.
you fucking like everything now too.
He
Like,
loves the monkeys, dude.
he's
all
what,
about
what's
monkey-
going on with this? I like a story.
Right.
What the fuck? What kind of fucking answer is that?
Because here's the thing.
That's
I got to be honest with you. The older I get, the less I'm blown away by things. Like
fucking true, man.
and most of the stuff I see where I'm like, it was like I didn't hate it. I was entertained for the time that I watched it. But it's like most of the stuff I'm watching now, I'm like, this is very reminiscent of fill in the blank.
It's hard to blow me away, but it's easy for me to fucking not like it.
Right.
I'm like,
There's-
this is fucking crap.
But there's a lot of shit that I watch that I'm like, this is terrible and I won't watch it. But I like certain things for different reasons. Like I like Sharknado because it's intentionally cheesy. But I will not watch like the zombie show
Z Nation.
Z Nation.
Oh, that was
like
so-
I watched an
that's so
episode of that.
terrible.
I'm all, this is just dumb. Like it's
See,
dumb.
to
and
me,
it's-
Sharknado is because they are intentionally trying to make it campy.
yeah, but Sharknado.
I like it when they are trying to make a piece of artwork.
like The Room, right?
right?
Did you see that?
I love The Room.
The
Holy
Room?
shit.
No. We're talking about something different.
Oh,
You're talking about
the one that just came out.
No, you're talking about Split.
No.
Did you see Split?
Talking about The Room.
Oh, with the girl locked up? Yeah, I
Right.
saw that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one with the German guy that's like one of the worst movies ever made. If you've never watched parts of it, it's
no, I
fucking
don't know that.
fantastically bad. So, and I like things that are fantastically bad. So,
See,
Speaking of which,
if it sucks, man, I'm like, this is wasting my time. I'm out.
did you watch La La Land? I know
No.
you're a theater guy.
No, I
Fuck
haven't.
I'm not watching that.
Hey, man, it almost got Best Picture.
I don't like musicals. So
I like to
You don't
keep-
like musicals?
I like to keep my man card in my fucking wallet
You
at all
know,
times.
but I'm a theater person too, and I have I'm not like a big musical guy, but I can understand why people like them. I fucking hated it. I hated it.
I heard they couldn't sing.
Well, I mean, it's not even so much that. Like, there weren't really any great musical numbers in it, and it was clear at the Oscars because they're playing these songs, and I'm like, these songs are totally forgettable. But here's the problem I have: if you're going to do a musical, there are certain expectations, and I'm going to spoil the fuck out of this for you right now because I know you're probably not going to ever watch
will
it.
never watch
You
that
might
movie.
watch it at some point. So they go through this whole movie where these two struggle to be together, and it falls apart, and she ends up marrying some other dude. Then they do the quick rewind, and we see their whole life together, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, they're using that thing where they go back, and we see that moment where that different choice was made, and we see the new turnout. And then you go right back to the shitty ending that they gave you the first place. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Why did we go back and show us how it could have turned out?
And they were
we already know
singing
how it could have turned
along
out
the whole time.
Right,
Oh,
right.
that's terrible.
Well, and
Who would want to
honestly,
watch that? That's crap.
if you're gonna give me a musical comedy like that, you got to kind of follow through with that ending. You can't give me the ending and then take it away from me. So I was pissed off at that. I'm like, that's cheap. That's French film bullshit right there, where it's like it's all the world is shit, But then, as you're watching it, you're seeing like, okay, they stole that from Singing in the Rain, and they stole that from that movie, and they stole that from that movie. Oh, and they stole that from that. There was not an original fucking moment in the whole film.
They took the most iconic scenes from
Right,
other movies and
right.
slapped it into one.
Would you call it an homage?
No, it's a fucking blatant ripoff of every like popular musical ever
and I'm
made.
sure I'll watch it at some point, and I'll be like, yeah, it was all right. And then
See what I
that's
mean?
Fuck that
you know, it's
movie.
all right, yeah.
Fuck
Look,
that movie.
but-
I like a story.
But did you?
Okay, fuck.
Come on, Steve. There's got to
I
be.
can appreciate the
Made me
nuance.
fucking
you know,
snort.
Story. It's good. I feel the same way about your Rob Zombie movies. Like I watch them and I'm like, yeah, it's all right. Like I wasn't blown away by it.
I watch those and I'll go, man, I'm not blown away by it either.
I'll tell you what I
Hey,
was.
I'll be the first to fucking say it. Like, I liked, like, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, a little bit too of the real violence for me. After that, man, like, Lords of Salem, I just saw it's 31. I'm not fans of these movies. I think they fucking suck. I expected more from him.
Right.
As being such a fan of the genre, I expected a lot more.
Now, I'll tell you a
I don't
movie-
think he's fulfilled that.
I'll tell you two movies that I watched recently that I hated both of them, like unabashedly. So I still love the first Resident Evil movie, and I like the third one when they go to Vegas, like and it's like the desert. Now wait.
Okay.
It's okay. I get where you're coming from.
No.
They're bad.
No.
I get it that they're bad, but I enjoyed them. Like they were enjoyable the same way I enjoy Fast and Furious movies. The last one, the one that just came out, the one that was the final one, was fucking unwatchable.
yeah, I didn't see it.
It was unwatchably bad. Not only that, the last Underworld movie where she had the kid was not very good. And then this one that just came out that you probably missed was also unwatchable.
You know what?
I didn't think it was unwatchable.
to
It was,
me,
it was not
like,
good, but
it just seemed like they were just like they were just shooting like a cool scene, and then they just stuck it all together and called it a movie.
You're talking about the Resident Evil
Yeah,
movies?
like there was no story to it or anything.
I did not
like,
say I liked the story.
no, I mean, yeah, like there were points where I was like,
What the
fuck
am
are
I-
they doing?
Like,
This
none
I
of
don't.
this, and they're all short. I'm like, this movie was 91 minutes long.
And it's because it seemed like they made a bunch of 5-minute little scenes, and then they just stuck them all together. I mean, the only thing, and especially the second one,
Unwatchable.
the only thing that was watchable was fucking what's her name and the fucking blue tube top.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I mean, what a set of tits on her. I mean, bless her surgeon's heart. Fuck, man. I mean, she was goddamn cracked.
Those movies are full of people that are cut out of cream cheese.
After that, though, like I fucking, and you know what though? Even the video games, dude.
Yeah.
And I played the video games, and it was cool, and they were zombies, and then they start turning into these fucking weird mutated
I was
monsters
just gonna say
with, like,
that.
an eyeball coming out of his fucking shoulder and shit. And I'm like,
What the fuck is wrong with zombies?
I'm like,
Zombies don't get old to me. Why do we have to have these things with
So,
weird tongues that come out?
Yeah,
and-
these turned him into zombies, but turning you into an asshole. I don't know what.
And
the
then
fuck.
not only that, you end up with bad CG because of it.
Right.
And then you're
But, like,
also
the dogs.
like,
Remember
to
the
me,
dogs, like from
oh,
the first movie?
yeah.
Like all that shit was cool.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like that first movie. I'm like, oh, dude, this is a cool zombie movie.
until the end,
I didn't have a
when
problem
you
with
get the
it.
stupid liquor.
I didn't have a problem with that.
That was
in the
dumb,
first
dude.
It
movie,
was
I
funny
didn't have a problem
because
with it.
in the video game, the lickers were just like a common creature.
Right.
Where in that, it was like the boss creature
That was the
at
boss.
the end. It was kind of weird. But then after that, I don't know. Those movies got worse and worse for me.
Yeah, but then the like to me, the rules of their universe made less and less sense the more you.
Yes.
I'm like, so basically, a corporation is doing all this, and for why they're like, it's literally like the underpants gnome yet again, where it's like
Right.
they're like release T virus. It's all 2 ? 3 profit.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't.
I didn't get it either, dude.
It's like where
it
you
didn't make any
forgot step
sense.
2. Like why did you kill all of? Like, but not we are like you're literally like you're like McDonald's. You're like we're gonna fucking poison everybody on the planet's McDoubles, and then we will be the only fast food chain left. We will reign supreme over Taco Bell finally. And you're like,
All 4 of us.
but no one will be left to buy your shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they've taken that Dr. Evil
Yes.
plan and like fulfilled it. It's like, well, what was the point again?
But yeah.
The Alan Parsons Project.
We call this one Preparation H. Preparation A through G were failures.
Yeah,
but I think
fucking-
Preparation H was, what does he say? Like,
I
perfect
gotta
on the
admit,
whole.
like I'm fucking blown away that like you brought up Fast and the Furious. Like I'm fucking blown away that they're on the 8th fucking movie.
How
And
is
people-
that possible?
Yeah, and are
And
you-
it's wildly popular.
Are
and
you
I
more
don't
blown away
get
that
it.
that's the highest grossing movie internationally on first weekend ever
It
released?
fucking blows
ever?
me away, and that's what I go. You know what? This is why we all deserve Donald fucking Trump. Okay, there you fucking go.
You're like, it's like our punishment.
This is the fucking world. You fucking people, fucking you got what you wanted. You know, you go see the Fast and the Furious, and every fucking time you spend $13 fucking on it, it just makes the world
and it
a
gets
worse
more
place.
and more ridiculous.
Worse.
I'm gonna go watch
You
a
know,
French
they're,
movie tonight.
they're pushing a fucking torpedo by hand, dude.
Oh my god! Did you see that little?
On the ice.
Right,
They're
right.
driving their fucking cars on the ice.
You know, they parachuted out of a plane in their cars in the last movie.
You saw that little thing I put on
Yes.
the Facebook, right?
Listen, I have
Oh shit!
I have a crazy plan to do this heist. Stick with me. They're like, did he just say we're gonna parachute out of a fucking plane in our cars?
And I like that they're like, we could do that.
Yeah, I think we could make that happen.
You'll have to go back to the page and watch it because it's a cartoon of real stunts of Fast and the Furious 7, like all the shit where the cars come out and then like the wind picks up and blows them into the fucking ocean and into the side of the cliff. Because of course they land on the road as
Right.
give me a fucking break. So all that kind of shit, like all of the stunts in there that you just look at it and go, that's ridiculous.
I just watched
they
the
show
video
the reality
right before
of
I
what
got
happened.
here tonight.
You what?
I just watched the video right before I got here of a semi truck
Oh, I heard about
Did you
that.
see that shit?
dragging a car up the fucking Cajon Pass while somebody was in it. And he's screaming and waving his fucking arms.
Like,
Help
this
me.
gotta stop.
Right.
This gotta stop.
So it's like when you see that, you go, I don't think any of these studs are.
Right.
He dragged the
Possible.
dude around for 4 miles.
Yeah, it's great.
That's not a small amount.
No.
I saw that video.
That's
And
awesome.
the guy gets up, he goes, why didn't you stop? And he goes, what are you talking about? So you got a guy, he's jammed on your car and your truck, and he goes, What do you, I didn't see him. How do you not see him? He's right there. His car attached to the back of your big rig.
Wow.
It's great. So yeah, when you see that and you see those Fast and the Furious movies, you go, "This is fucking retarded."
Do
dude.
you
I can't
feel
even
like that
buy
guy's
into it.
going to keep his job?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be looking. Yeah, I think he's going to be driving the forklift tomorrow.
He'll be on the bench.
Yeah,
He's pushing papers.
yeah.
at the office.
I've watched a few of the Fast and Furious movies, man. I don't
Can't
get
do
it,
it.
dude.
Elena loves those. Dude.
I can't
don't
do
get it. And Ron's
last
Ron's
one
like,
was-
hey, you know,
No.
I like a story, man.
I like the fifth one a lot.
I like it.
First of all, it's a sausage
Yeah.
fest. I'm totally not down
I disagree. But
for those
that's fine.
movies. Of course.
Chris is intimidated by strong masculine
That's
men
probably
like The
what
Rock
it
and
is.
shit. And he doesn't dig that.
That's
I'm
probably what it is.
intimidated by The
It's
Rock.
great.
That
It's
is-
crazy
you see
how like
The
fucking,
CIA movie,
dude,
Central Intelligence.
Vin Diesel is
That shit
considered
was
like
great.
the hottest fucking action star like in the world right now, dude.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
crazy.
He was
Well,
great
he's the
in
hottest action
Pacifier.
star in fucking the Fast and Furious movies, and then anything else he releases is like, oh.
No,
So-
dude, Pacifier was great.
Hey, you know what, man?
That was a fun movie.
Fucking Riddick stuff was cool, dude. I
Yeah?
liked it.
Okay, but that Riddick was 2012, 2013 was
yeah,
the last one.
The last one.
He did the last Witch Hunter. That shit bombed.
Oh, that was
horribly.
terrible.
They just did another XXX movie. It did not do well.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, even the preview you're looking at going,
It's funny when you see somebody like fucking like Jason Statham too, or it's like you see him fucking doing a movie like, you know, Snatch or something like that. You're going, you know, it's fucking.
right?
He's like a well-rounded fucking actor,
yeah.
and you know, cool fuck. And then
Now-
you bring him here, it's like fucking meathead. You're just
Right.
like, what happened?
Well, I mean, look, I just going back to an earlier statement. I take great umbrage with the fact that you believe that I like every movie that I see. So there's not the case. I'm just not overly impressed by every movie that I see. So certain
Yeah.
movies grab me, certain movies don't. And that's like I can honestly say the last Fast and the Furious movie, I did not like it. It was the plot made no sense. And if it wasn't for the fact that Paul Walker died, nobody would have cared.
Yeah.
And they're all fucking commandos. How do you go from being like
Car
street
club,
racers
street racers.
to being commandos with tanks and shit?
It's the same shit that happened in the Die Hard movies where John
Well-
McClane went from being an average dude and then all of a sudden he's like a fucking super spy by the time you get to the fourth movie.
If you're on Instagram, you can find a lot of people who are like doing gun training classes for the weekend.
Oh, all right.
Probably where they picked it up.
That's probably it.
They probably like got their tack gear on Amazon.
Dude, is it like the guy that's like shooting the AK under his arm and spinning like that video?
Yeah. That's where they picked that shit up, dude.
Oh, it's so great. I love shit like that. All right, so Chris, you got some big news. Why don't you go ahead and share with
I
us?
did. Well, it has happened today. It was kind of weird. So I'm looking at the websites of a couple of clubs that I really dig. They're out in Pasadena and LA, the Rose and the Canyon Club out in Agoura Hills. And I'm just kind of seeing who's playing because I like going to see bands there. And all of a sudden I see one of my favorite all-time bands, Sister Hazel, which I'm sure neither of you really know.
Oh yeah, I love Sister Christian. They're great.
Yeah, Sister, suck it.
Fucking dude, when I met fucking what's his name, Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, that was great.
Is that
Go
Twisted
on.
Sister? Is that who you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Can I go on?
Go ahead.
Okay, so
Wait, you're
I
doing-
noticed that Sister Hazel is playing.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Is this like a religious thing?
no.
No, I'm not interested in your fucking religion, all right?
So I decided, hey, I'm going to buy tickets because this is one of the first dates Carrie and I went on. We went to go see, them and Edwin McCain play. And, it's like we played their songs at our wedding. And, I wake up every day to one of their songs because it's my alarm on my phone. So obviously this is one of those really cool bands that I like. So I'm like, I can get the tickets, not very expensive. And then I noticed there's no opener. So I'm like, all right, let's figure out how to get a hold of the guy doing the local booking. And I send him an email and I tell him my story about all that I just told you. And he's like, I love this idea. Let's see if we can get you on this show. I'm like, that was fucking easy. So I guess
that's how you get opening gigs? You're just like, I really like your band.
that's kind of how it worked.
He danced to you at our wedding.
Right. Well,
about
I mean,
it?
the band didn't respond, the booker at the club. So, I mean, I kind of sent him my bio, and I mean, my bio's at this point, I've been doing this a long fucking time. I've played, shared the stage with a lot of big names, James Taylor and Doobie Brothers and Styx and blah, blah, blah. All on down to No Doubt, everybody. So, I mean, the resume is pretty good, and it's enough for somebody at a little club to go, oh, okay, this guy's okay. So, we're playing opening for Sister Hazel.
Nice.
So,
And
bucket
Sister-
list for me.
Sister Hazel, can you name a Sister Hazel song?
Yes, their most
Hold on real
popular
quick.
song.
Steve-
Christian sister. I don't know the rest.
Their biggest hit was in the 90s. It's called All For You. But they've had like...
Can you hum a few bars for
No,
me?
I can't. But because you're gonna fuck with me if I do it. But if you watch like any movie like from the '90s, they've probably
Alien
got
3?
Probably.
Alien 3?
Probably. They've got a song in the soundtrack somewhere.
Nice. Terminator 3. Was it in Terminator
I'm
3?
sure. I'm sure.
Mighty Ducks 4 was it?
Probably a safe
Right.
bet.
With Emilio.
Yeah.
So good.
So
No, I mean, they were like the go-to band for soundtracks. So.
okay. Like in what movie? I like.
Off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure they had a song in Big Daddy,
Okay.
and I think, or either that or Mr. Deeds. I mean, it's like probably a dozen songs in
Nice.
movies.
And what's the date on this?
June 16th.
Oh, that's like right around the corner.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. That's
cool.
why I was kind of surprised the whole thing just sort of fell out today. I'm like,
And where's this at? Down in L.A.
it's Agora Hills, so it's a little
Okay,
bit
yeah,
past Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I mean, tickets are super cheap.
Are you doing solo or are you taking a group?
Well, I got an email. It was like, I'm totally stoked. I'm going to, bring the whole group and we're going to just rock the shit out of the place. And I get an email. I was like, oh, no, they want you acoustic. I'm like, oh, wow. So I came up with a compromise and I bartered with them. And I said, well, I'm bringing a small group and we'll strip it down a little bit. So it won't be 100% acoustic.
You're like, so it's not just me on a guitar.
No, it's and we're like, here's the kind of the secret of this. I'm bringing in most of the storybook villains to back me up on this gig.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, it's kind of like hearing the villains doing Chris Thayer songs.
So are you going to do any villain songs, though?
It's a possibility, but probably not.
You should.
We were thinking about it, but the problem is those songs are a little much for that crowd.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, they're like Southern rock,
Just do one.
It's a possibility, but again, it's acoustic, and it won't translate as well acoustic. So we'll see.
Dude, I just saw somebody play Rage Against the Machine on Child's Toys.
I saw that.
That's
So
pretty dope.
I don't want to
dude.
fucking hear about how I can't pull it off. All right?
That was pretty cool.
What was that little? Was it like a piano?
I don't know what
with a
that thing
mouth?
was.
I was all, what is this
Yeah.
toy? Like the drum kit by itself was dope. I was like,
Yeah.
I need to get that for Ronald Andrews. So
Yeah. Hey, if you
You'll
are
quickly
interested,
regret-
I've got
you'll
one over here.
Regret that.
what's that?
I've got a drum set if you want to take it home.
Yeah.
His size.
Oh, for sure, dude.
Oh, hell yeah. It's taking up space.
Fuck that shit.
No, seriously, I'll pack it up
Yeah.
tonight. It's under
Well, I don't
those.
have room
that-
tonight, but I definitely would do that.
I'm going to drop it off on your front
come on by.
porch because I mean,
Oh,
if
you
he
guys
doesn't
gotta come
use
by.
it-
Better your house than mine.
Next time you guys come by, and we got his birthday coming up in a few weeks, we finally finished the kitchen.
Maybe
So-
I'll give it to him for his birthday.
Oh, dude, that'd be great.
I'd be the hero.
I love it. So,
Your wife will hate me, and I'll never be allowed over again.
whatever.
but
She don't like you anyways. That's
Put
cool.
it in the garage. It'll be okay.
Put it in his bedroom.
Put it in the bedroom.
Fuck.
I can't wait to wake up to that every morning.
Right. Yeah. Fuck.
I just got a text from Darian that says the unicorn frappuccino has been discontinued.
Already?
Already. Did you see the kid that was ranting about how big of a pain in the ass this drink was?
I just know that the fucking internet's been on fire about a stupid Starbucks drink for the last.
She just said
week.
it's been discontinued. She works at Starbucks now. It was out for a day and then they killed it. I don't know if it's true, but that's what she says.
Okay.
That's all anybody's talking about is a stupid.
Have you seen this thing?
I wouldn't drink that fucking shit. Goddamn
Oh.
pig swill. Black Rifle Coffee
it's
Company,
the unicorn
America.
jizz drink.
Look, all I saw it, and it just it was like 49 grams of fat, and I'm all, nope, no,
Holy
thank you,
fucking shit,
no,
dude.
thank you.
Yeah, I saw a picture. I was like,
Yeah, no, I ain't
fuck,
drinking
dude,
that.
What is that, man?
You know what that looks like? That looks like liquid cotton candy to me.
Kinda. It just looks like sugar on sugar.
Right, I'm not down with that.
Like making my teeth fucking rot out of my mouth while
Like,
we sit
listen,
here.
man. If I want, I'll just get some fucking high quality cocaine and just fucking be done with
kind
it.
of what
okay?
you're dealing with. I'm gonna post the barista dude in Colorado flipping out over this fucking drink on our page.
I'll check it out.
So-
I have not seen that video yet.
I've seen some great videos in the last week. It's been fun on the internet, especially after Berkeley. It's a great time. Great time
Dude.
had by all.
Fucking awesome times, dude. But not even that. I mean, yesterday was fucking. It's that douchebag from the Patriots hung himself. I was quick on that one, dude. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in
I
there.
saw that.
Sam-
I think I posted a picture in response to that.
Yeah.
Sam Ridley from the what did they we did
Jack
that
of All
show,
Nerds?
Jack of All Nerds show basically was like, okay, all you comics that woke up this morning that saw the Aaron Hernandez thing, go back to bed.
Yeah.
I know you got jokes.
Just let it go.
I saw like a hangman. You see my hangman one I posted up too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're spelling his name out, and yeah, it was good.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
It's been, like I said, it's been a fun meme week. This week's been great.
Yeah, it's been a good year. Are you kidding me?
It's been enjoyable, definitely. I mean, we basically started off with the greatness of the Obama and Joe Biden memes.
Holy
Dude.
shit, that was
which
funny.
never stopped
stuff.
being funny.
You know what I love lately is the people have been taking the fucking old Johnny Quest comics and fucking it's Mike Pence and fucking what's Trump's kid's name?
Eric?
Kushner?
No. The young Trump kid.
Oh, yeah, the 10-year-old kid.
Yeah. Fuck, Barron.
Yeah.
It's like Mike Pence and Barron Trump on these fucking adventures, dude. It's all Johnny Quest crap, dude. It's so funny.
I'll have to
Good
check that
stuff,
out.
yeah.
I'll have to check that out. You have to link that one up.
Okay.
So.
Well, I don't know. Some people might.
Yeah, maybe not on the Nerd
not on
Life.
the Facebook page.
Bunch of pussies out there. Be all, "Ooh."
People get a little butthurt about stuff.
I wish you would all get died.
You would get
Die.
die.
Well, I was gonna say gassed, but after what happened in the last 2 weeks, that might not go very well.
That would be-
especially with them.
That would have been bad form.
So insensitive, Steve. Hale.
Bad form. So,
Fuckers.
but let's speaking of I got no segue into this, but we need to talk about Iron Fist for a hot minute.
Holy
Because
shit.
Chris has been waiting, and I'm 5 episodes in. And I know Steve's sitting.
You know
this
what?
one
I
out.
sat this one out. I just haven't heard one good goddamn thing from about it. So I'm just like, you know what? And these are from people I find pretty reputable in this.
It's
and I
almost
just
too easy to
sat
rip
out.
on it.
Yeah.
It's almost like shooting fish in a barrel.
You know, I know
Steve,
people
you're
who
gonna laugh when I say this, but I'm enjoying the story.
Of course you are.
fucking do it.
Dude, this story is so predictable. Every surprise, quote unquote, twist, you see a million miles away because it's already been done by somebody else better.
Here's my feeling on the Iron Fist. All right.
Go for it.
Daredevil was fucking fantastic because it was like it surprised you in a way that you did not expect with the character
true.
that and like the fight scenes were unbelievably well choreographed, you know?
Which is a good contrast to what happens in this.
The Iron Fist is not as well choreographed as the Daredevil.
Holy shit,
I will agree
it's
with
bad.
that. Also, there's sort of a inconsistency in his power usage. That'd be the only thing
Right?
I'd say. Like, he has the ability to punch people with the fist of iron, and I'm like, dude, you should use it now. And
Right.
like, you're fighting with this guy right now. Like, yet you wait to use it till you open the door. Like,
Right.
okay, cool. But as far as stories go, like, I'm enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Jessica Jones, which I know I'm in the minority on
hell
that
no.
one. Like, Jessica Jones wasn't...
Another one that just I did not hear anything.
The villain in Jessica Jones was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Like, David
She
Tennant...
was great.
She was all right.
Luke Cage was great in that.
Luke Cage was dope. So, and Luke Cage was like a Tarantino movie done in the style of Marvel. So
Yeah.
that's why I enjoyed that
No,
one.
I'm not talking about the Luke Cage series.
No,
I'm talking
I
about
know
him
what
and
you're talking
Jessica
about.
Jones.
I got you.
Okay.
But for me, it's like this one, I'm 5 episodes in, and it's like, it's not bad.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not bad. I'm just not blown away by
It's
it.
ranked on the worst of Netflix at this point. Like the 10 worst things to be released on Netflix.
That's fine. Look,
It's bad.
Not everybody enjoys every fucking thing that comes out. So
And that's fine. And I you know what?
Except
I
for
stuck
Ron.
with it,
that is
right?
not true. Like,
He likes a good story. I stuck with it because I wanted to see if they would redeem it, which is what I did with Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And I had problems with Luke Cage. Even the ending was kind of like, what? But it was watchable. This fucking piece of shit. Oh my God. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. It was so unwatchable.
although it's weird seeing all these Game of Thrones vets. Like they're
What the hell is that all about?
like the girl is one of the Sand Snakes from Game of Thrones. She's sort of the middle sister, the short one.
Okay.
That's like his little Asian sidekick. And then he is the gay knight, the one that
Yeah.
come on, brain, the sister, the one that was locked up in prison and being tortured last season.
Yeah.
He's the lead. So it's like weird because I'm like, I was looking at her. I'm like, first off, Elena was like, where do I know him from? You know, the wife. And I'm like, oh, he was on Game of Thrones. And she's like, who? And then she goes, oh, okay, that makes sense. And what about her? And I go, she was also on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh, just watch Doctor Who, like for the last 4 or 5 seasons, and it's like a who's who of fucking
Game of Thrones.
Game
Game of
Thrones
Thrones
actors.
people on there. Yeah,
But it's just weird because they literally have these English actors playing these Americans,
Right.
You know, and it's like you're like, this is why you couldn't find any Americans to play these American parts. Like once again, like Thor from Australia, like there's. Come on, you go to the gym. There's Jack guys there all the time.
I'm telling you,
right?
we need to put a fucking wall up between us and Europe. Oh wait, it's called the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, I'm going to piss off our listeners. I don't get the Doctor Who. That shit's fucking whack. That is so janky and shitty. I don't get it. And I know people love... In my house, there are people that love the Doctor Who. I do not get it. Let's take these great actors and do the absolute worst fucking practical effects and take the digital effects and make them even worse than that.
You know, I'll just
A
say
fucking
right
plunger.
now,
Are you kidding me?
ladies and gentlemen, our listeners out there, Chris Thayer does not represent the views of the fucking Nerdlife.
Holy shit, I don't get
Holy
it.
shit, man! I mean,
don't
are
get
you
it.
fucking for real?
I
mean,
watched an entire season with David Tennant, and he's brilliant. But my God, they have to get these amazing actors to compensate for the fucking shitty effects on these shows.
I'm gonna be Steve for just a second here. I'm gonna channel my inner Steve. You know why? Because you're fucking square. That's why you don't get it.
Holy shit.
You are a square among nerds, which is a hard thing to be.
There is
right?
nothing scary about a Dalek. It's a fucking giant cone with a plunger sticking out of it.
Well,
That's scary, dude.
now
Steve was just
it's-
in the hospital.
now
He'll tell you
it's
that's
like-
scary.
Now I think they roll on that for the nostalgic thing. I mean, I gotta be honest. When I saw the original stuff when I was a little boy,
Oh my God.
I didn't get it.
Uh-uh.
You know what I mean?
I'm getting now.
But I watch it now and I love it.
What about the things with the demons where you turn away from them and they
Oh,
like,
the Weeping Angels?
oh, those are scary as
Oh,
fuck.
those were
dude.
some of the best episodes.
I
dude.
don't know how scary that is. I don't know.
Oh,
What now? Maybe I missed it, but what happens to you if you turn away from them? You turn into one of them, or what?
no. They basically like they'll crush you. You know, like they get their hands around you, and then when you whatever, you turn back to stone, and it kills you.
So, what would stop you from turning to face them and backing out of the room? That's kind of my point.
Fucking Christ.
I don't know why that's scary then.
Well, because you can't walk backwards forever. Like, and it's like,
If you're watching them, you can get pretty fucking far away from them. It's not like they're running.
why are you bringing logic into this dojo?
That's
Like,
what I don't get.
Yeah, right?
I
I
don't
mean-
get this show.
I don't.
I will totally suspend my disbelief
He's fucking
to
funny,
a
and
point.
he's quirky, and he's fucking English, and fucking.
There you go.
You know, I mean,
that's it.
Like,
Yeah.
don't you know what? You know, I mean,
I could be bitter because that
I mean,
motherfucker held
to
up
the-
traffic at
to, like,
Comic Con so
the-
he could go on a boat.
If we have any like female nerd listeners out there, we just lost them because of you. I mean,
Because of the
Doctor.
Doctor Who?
They throw their fucking panties at this fucking show, dude. Are you kidding me?
I know.
This show is wildly popular. I mean, this is what, in my opinion, one of
I
the
don't
shows
get it.
that has it started bringing women into this nerd culture genre. I mean, I've heard, since it's been back on over the last few years, you know, like all kinds of people who I would not expect to be watching this stuff love that fucking show.
although I think whoever the next Doctor is, they probably should go younger. So Capaldi's like,
You think?
Yeah, I think it might have been
long in
a
the tooth.
little bit of a weird move to go a little bit older like that.
Do you think
But,
they did that
know,
as sort of like a throwback to some of the earlier older Doctors?
maybe,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
Did the doctors start old, or do they actually
I
be
think
the
it also
doctor
was
for
like,
a
hey,
period
we
of
don't-
time and age?
we don't want to just
Watch
we
the
don't,
show.
We don't want to just go ahead and just keep giving you these kind of
Attractive,
handsome British actors who like to talk about their emotions in 17th century movies. I'm surprised you wouldn't like something like that. Actually, I'm very
This is
very
true.
surprised.
This is true. They're speaking an English accent, very Pride and Prejudice.
So I think they were trying to say,
fucking hate the
"Hey, listen,
Victorian
we're
period.
not trying
Let's
to make
just get
this
it
like
straight."
like the fucking the sci-fi Bachelor show. Like let's mix it up.
I might watch that.
We'll
Just
throw in
just-
a fucking older guy.
Would it be like a bunch of cosplayers, or could they actually be like a sci-fi Bachelor, like done in the style?
And plus, man, that's just like British fucking TV. Like that's just the way TV looks there. I mean, because
shitty.
Well, you know,
they don't have the budgets.
Listen,
we put into stuff.
the Germans bombed the shit out of them, and they just never really recovered.
They never bounced back.
No,
At least
you know?
the television industry never really bounced
you
back.
know, so
You're making a
fucking-
lot of excuses for
history
this show,
there,
dude.
man.
You,
Hey, listen.
when you bring Hitler into the conversation, you know you're dealing with some serious excuses here. You're digging deep.
I heard Hitler was a great guy. He had dogs.
the thing that fucking weirds me out about the fucking show is it's weird. It doesn't come out like an American show. Like, okay, listen, the season starts here.
Right.
It's weird.
There's no through line.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
It's
know.
episodic,
And
so
they're
it's
like,
like-
"Oh, you got to watch the Christmas." Who the fuck is watching? What is this? Scrooge? Who the fuck is watching TV on Christmas Eve or
That is
whatever?
one of the big specials in
I know,
they
it's
do that.
fucking
It's like the
huge.
fucking Sherlock Holmes Christmas special.
Yeah,
I
man, it's real
don't
big.
get it.
Because you're
it's-
American, Chris.
British.
That's got to be it.
And you
need
don't
to-
watch the CW enough, so it's like, or you watch the CW too much. I don't know.
You need to
somewhere in
watch some more
between.
fucking BBC America.
There you go. That's right. PBS, bitch.
There are some great shows on BBC America. Like the original, what was the werewolf, vampire?
Oh, I know. Shit.
Being
With-
Human.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like
yeah,
Teen
yeah.
Wolf.
That was great when it was done in BBC.
Yeah, and
in,
then
in
they
England. They brought it here and
Turned
they
into
killed it.
sci-fi.
Oh, it was terrible.
It's not good, the American version.
No.
Sci-fi. When I was younger, I had high hopes for this channel, and to me, it's produced nothing but crap.
They
No,
used to
no,
produce
no.
good
They had
stuff.
some good stuff, man.
Now, did anybody else see the preview for Krypton?
No.
No.
They are
But
doing,
I heard good things.
they are doing a Superman prequel only about Krypton. That's they just released the teaser. So go home, watch it, look at it. It looks, you're like, oh hey. It's sort of like when remember when we talked about Man of Steel forever ago, and I'm all the first 20 minutes of that movie are like the last 20 minutes of a movie that I really want to see.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it all looks like that. And I'm all,
To me,
that's
it was
pretty
like
dope,
that's
dude.
how I always felt about the fucking Transformer movies. All I ever want to see were the fucking robots fighting on Cybertron. I didn't give a fuck about the human aspect. And if you've seen the new trailer, I don't know where they're going with this, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
either.
gave up on the last movie, dude.
The last one
didn't
wasn't
see
that
Once
good.
it.
you lost Shia, I was out.
You know, well,
I don't. I feel
thank,
I just.
thank God
I
for
can't
that, really.
just do
fuck,
it
dude.
anymore.
You know, I just want to see robots kill each other and rip each other's heads off.
Yeah, and well, at least Michael Bay said there's got 14 more Transformers
I know,
scripts
I'm
in
like,
the pipe.
Holy shit!
And I'm
Possible?
all, so they're all, what are they about?
Could you put one good one out at this point?
You guys see the Thor?
Oh yeah, dude, we
That
haven't
was
even talked
pretty
about
good.
that.
Yeah.
Elena, the wife, watched it and she goes, I don't get it. And I go, they're selling that movie to people that like Guardians of the Galaxy.
You know what?
Right.
And like finally, like I'm not a big Thor fan. I was not a big fan of the first one. The second one I liked a little bit better, but this one I was excited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
definitely.
love when Hulk comes out. He's like, I know him.
Yeah,
We work together like that.
And
bit was
just
good.
the opening scene, or the opening of the fucking thing, and they're playing fucking Led Zeppelin's fucking Immigrant Song.
Yes.
Right.
You know, that's fucking cool, man.
Well, it looks like they're setting up for Infinity War with that movie. Like it definitely does.
Yeah,
'Cause, like,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of
Aliens and
yeah,
all
but there's a
kinds
lot
that
of
shit.
spoilerific stuff in that preview that, like, if you're into the Marvel universe, like you pick up on quick. Like,
Yeah, I
So-
heard that it's about 3 different stories that they're putting into this one
Yeah.
movie. So.
And the preview looked fun. So
You
I'm
see
in.
who the villain was? Kate Blanchett.
yeah.
Holy shit,
She's
dude.
gonna be they're gonna use her as Hera to or Hela, sorry, to overtake. She'll be the living embodiment of death for Thanos. Like it's if you think about it, it's perfect. Like a perfect setup for Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like she'll survive the movie, and then she'll be the other half of Infinity War, the big bad. So basically, he'll be trying to collect the Infinity Stones to impress her. So it's perfect setup. So
Also the first female villain in a Marvel film.
I'm fine with that.
Female lead.
She looked
villain.
dope, dude. That fucking headpiece.
I didn't know it was
yeah,
her.
it was cool.
Like when she turned around, I was like, dude, that's badass. Like I
Yeah.
want to see somebody cosplay that now, you know?
Oh
So-
yeah, I'm sure it's on its way.
I hope so, man. There's some good looking stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
But you know, I everything I've seen about that so far looks like it's going to be a rockin' good time. Which, you know, those Thor movies, you can't always say that.
Apparently,
so.
it was the most viewed Disney trailer ever at this
Really?
point. Yep, had more hits.
Well, he
than-
did cut his hair.
had more hits than any Disney movie.
Like more than the Star Wars and everything too.
That's what they were saying.
Wow, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited about Thor.
I personally don't think they showed a whole lot in that Star Wars trailer, but
I don't think they did either.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It was
I don't
very
know anything
reminiscent
about
of
the
first
story.
Force Awakens trailer.
Like I've watched it like twice. I didn't.
I have no idea what the
honestly,
movie's
I probably
about.
watched that Thor one probably about
10 times.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
You know.
Look, the Star Wars one, I just was excited to see Luke Skywalker again. Like for me, that was the thing that like.
You know what it looks like to me? It looks like the Karate Kid wax on, wax off
I wish. That'd be
montage. They're gonna have "You're the best," and she'll be like working with this rocks
that'd
and
be
shit.
great if he's like, "No, Ray, wax on."
Wax on.
First, you learn, Ray, to pay the defense.
You must pick up rocks.
All right, let's. We're at the end here. Let's wrap this up tonight, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. We've had a lot of fun giving it to you guys here. I got nothing for this one right here. My brain's running out of steam. Oh, I know what I am. I'm Negan's middle finger. There we go.
Negan's middle finger.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Littlefinger.
I'm
Game of Thrones. Whatever.
It's got a good story.
And we hope you guys are having a Nerd Life crisis. Music for the Nerd Life Crisis podcast is provided by Big Papa and the TCB. All music available at bptcb.com or at iTunes. The Nerd Life Crisis is recorded at the Inland Blue Studios. Make sure to subscribe to the Nerd Life Crisis at iTunes and like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Nerd Life Crisis.